Well, Chiefs Kingdom, the old Golden Jay was proven wrong again. I stated that I thought the Chiefs would be a one and done. And with all due respect to the way they have played the past month and a half, a lot of the others thought the same way. Well, we were all wrong. And what is now known as the fourth coldest game in NFL history, the Kansas City Chiefs were red and yellow hot. I have never been happier to be proven wrong. So now I have a change of opinion. I believe that the team that played in the wild card weekend game are the same team that can win the Super Bowl back to back, baby. Now, gentlemen, let's pray at the house of Mahomes. With
Amen.
me,
Amen.
with me, as always, three-time podcasting favorite. It is the one, the only, Chico Noise. And back this week after his one show hiatus, the Chief, No Walls Jordan, and special guest, special guest. It is Coach Rob.
Coach
Are you,
Rob.
are you boys ready to pray at the house, Mahomes?
Yes.
All right.
We are ready to rock and roll.
Amen.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, in what turned out to be a complete blowout.
And we're not talking Jeremy in the toilet.
Or my hair. In seriously, what they called the fourth coldest game to ever be played in NFL history. Only being cold, only colder was what was it? The Freezer Bowl was one of them, and the other one was
Green
the one in
Bay.
Lambeau. Yeah. The Ice Bowl, I do believe that one was called.
I think that was the coldest one though, right? Wasn't it? The Ice Bowl.
The Ice Bowl, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is probably the last time I'm going to actually talk about this or say this, because I've known, like, over the last few days, I just repeated it over and over again. That AFC Championship game last year was fucking cold, and it wasn't even as cold as what it was on this last weekend. So I can't even imagine what it was like being up in those stands, especially up where our seats are at. So hats off to everybody who stuck it out. Chiefs Kingdom showed up, and it was a beautiful thing. So with that,
I'll be honest, Jeremy, that I don't know how many text messages I got from friends, family, co-workers, and each one of them pretty much said, "Are you stupid enough to be at that game?" Was pretty much the summarized version of every text message I got. And I said, no, we just got too much going on. I'll be honest, if I didn't have everything going on, I would have been there. Granted, I had club level. I can go and warm up.
Right.
But did you see club level after halftime?
Oh, yeah.
There was like 4 people there, and they're like, everyone is inside.
Oh, yeah.
Getting warm still. But club level, I mean, there were spatterings on the lower level, spatterings on the upper level, but I swear there might have been 10 people in club level when this third quarter started. And I was laughing. I said, yeah, that'd be me trying to get Karen back into the stands. And she's like, no, don't pull me in there.
Stay in right here.
But credit to every single fan, whether you're up way up there, or you're down in the lower bowl or club level, man, you guys represented for us. So hoorah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I saw it and I laughed and I said something to Bobby. I said, look at all the open yellow seats in the middle there. Everybody's inside staying warm, but
this cold ain't no joke, man. Even as we were getting ready to start the show, I was outside for 2 minutes and my hands were frozen. I mean, and it's only 1 degree out.
I know it wasn't -6 with the wind chill.
That's amazing.
Well, boys, we shut him down again. 2 games this season that the great Tyreek Hill, well, I mean, I don't think did he have a touchdown in
Yeah,
Germany?
Not
No.
in Germany.
no. He had it in the game over the
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah, he had it on Saturday. That's why I'm checking with the game in Germany. I didn't think he had a touchdown.
Well, he did, but he gave it to us.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Coach, what do you think about this game? Tell me.
Hey, I was very excited. I got to see the first half, and then I had to go work at Martin's overnight, but I listened to the great Mitch Holtis.
Oh man.
Third and fourth quarter, and then listened to all the after the game, the press conferences, and I'm telling you, I had one guy at work, he kept trying to talk to me, and I kept saying, "Hey, shh, game's on, we don't talk." Well, he kept asking, "What's the score?" I'm like, "Chiefs are winning. That's all that matters. Chiefs are winning."
So where I work, if you don't want people to bother you, we have these little sirens, about yay big. You can mount one on your headphones, and if the siren's on, you're on the air. Don't bother me.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was very happy. I was impressed with the way we played. I was kind of worried the first two plays when we threw in incompletions. I'm like, oh God, here we go. And then Pat just got on it, and then Pacheco running like a man with his butt on fire. And I mean, it was, and then, you got Furious George, just Tua didn't I mean, just from listening to the game, those last two quarters, Tua must have not had much time, as much as they said Karloftis was pressuring. So I was happy. It was a good night in the coach's household when I got home the next morning.
Now, me and Chico actually watched the game separately this weekend because me and the Rocker Chick did the what we call the hibernation weekends where we just didn't
That's
go
2
any.
weekends in a row you did that.
I know it's pretty awesome. So Chico, give me your breakdown. What were you feeling and how did you enjoy the game?
I think I told Coach today. I said that is the football team I want to watch play. Pretty much, that's what we didn't play like all season, and that's what we missed. I agreed. I agree with you. I thought we were gonna be one and done, easy, and then we pull that out, and it's like, where was that all season? That's what we needed. So it was good to watch. It was fun to watch. Lots of big plays, lots of crazy things. Yeah, I just was happy to watch them win.
Yeah. Chief's down there shaking his head when we say one and done, but I can roll back the tape and where you agreed with me, where you thought it was going to be a one and done a playoff picture.
But I changed my mind because of all the injuries that Miami had. I knew that we were going to win that game, regardless. So if we played half-assed or we played well, based on the injuries that they were going into that game with, there's no way they were going to win.
Yeah, but prior to even knowing that we were playing Miami, you were like, "Yeah, I think we're just going to be one and done."
Yeah, that was well before getting here. I wouldn't have been on the boat. But I'll tell you the one thing in the game. Obviously, we won. The offense played decent. The defense played awesome. Too many field goals. We got to get rid of these field goals. Don't one a game? Okay, we can't have 3 field goals and touchdown, whatever, and continue to win. So, in my opinion.
Well, once again, Harrison Butker outscores the entire other team.
Yeah, but that's my only negative takeaway from the game is too many field goals. Great that we get the field goals, but we can't count on that. I mean, this second game where we had at least 3 or 4 field goals. I think we had 3 in this last one, right? Was it 3 field goals?
4.
Or 4. I mean, that should be at least 2 more touchdowns. I'll take 2 field goals and 2 touchdowns, right? Split it in the middle. So that's my only negative takeaway from the game.
Well, to be 100% honest, one of those field goals was a touchdown that got called back because of illegal block in the back.
And guess who it was?
If you watch,
he didn't even need to do it.
He didn't do it. He was shoved. He was pushed into Houston, and they threw the flag at him. And I mean, that's my opinion. Don't get me wrong. What is it?
Jawan.
Jawan Taylor is
A
something that
shit
we need
show.
to address in this offseason and whenever that offseason comes. I'm an advocate for he probably needs to go, but besides the penalties, if you watch him play, he really does do a pretty damn good job blocking and keeping Pat safe.
I do agree with
Watch
that,
him
but
when he's not getting penalties, which is, every other play, but he does do a pretty good job of holding up doing his job basically.
so if we use Peters as an example, he was an excellent cornerback or safety, whatever his main position was, but he got us too many penalties. And what happened to him? See it.
See, that's where I disagree. I think Peters was more into getting his interceptions and fumble recoveries than he was worrying about tackling and actually, stopping the runner from moving on. And that's why I think he got ripped a lot of the times that
Oh,
he was
all
too
right,
busy trying to get the interception or whatever.
I'll rephrase. They had to go back to, I think, 1971 or something stupid like that to find someone that got more single penalties than anyone else in an entire season.
Well, now they don't even have to look.
So, I mean, to me, you can only do so much with a guy's mentality. I mean, great, he blocks, good for Mahomes, but we'll see what happens. I mean,
Absolutely.
he's got a
And
hefty contract, so I'm sure he'll be here at least one more year. But I think after that, after next year, they'll probably be done with him.
good possibility. I mean, either that or they just go ahead and eat that dead salary cap and just let him go. But I think they've got bigger concerns with working their contract out with Chris Jones and L'Jarius Sneed than whether or not they're going to try to replace that. And they could draft out too. I mean, they could find
No,
somebody.
they did. They picked up a guy off of Houston's practice squad today or yesterday night, last evening. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. And Chris Jones even said, "Good pick." Pretty much. That could be his replacement if they don't get a deal.
Oh, right on.
I can't remember the gentleman's name or if Houston was the right team, but they did poach him, and everyone on Houston was, or I think it's Houston, was pissed about it. I don't have my Google in front of me to give you the name of the guy, but our
I know I read
Gunner
something, but I don't know. I don't know what
Gunner
it was.
can Google it real fast.
I'm
He's
on
the
it right
Google
now.
guy or coach.
Coach
But yeah,
Googling.
they did pick him up. So, and Chris Jones did say good pick. So we don't know what's going to happen there. We get something done with Chris or this guy, he's a undrafted rookie, but evidently he's really good.
Chico,
Not-
let me
not-
ask you this. End of the season,
hmm
you have to pick between Sneed and Jones. Which one do you work a contract out with and bring back?
That's tough.
It wasn't meant to be an easy answer.
I have an immediate answer.
I know you do. Chico?
Hi, Sneed. Yeah, probably
Coach?
Sneed.
Sneed.
Yep.
I love Chris Jones, but Sneed shuts down everybody's top receiver.
Yep.
I mean, you look at some of the receivers he's gone up against this year: Justin Jefferson, Tyreek, Jamar Chase. They're not doing anything against Sneed. Yeah, he gets some penalties, but he's when he's not getting a penalty, those guys, they're not throwing at him, or if they are throwing at him, he's stopping them, within 5 yards. They're not getting the big, because if you look at the game, McDuffie was the one that got the pass or the touchdown pass to Tyreek. And I heard they said it on the post game that if the wind wouldn't have been there, Tua's pass would have went way over Tyreek's head. That wind caught that pass and floated it right down into. It's like, really? But it's still, you think about it. That was the biggest play in the game for them. But
Right.
Snead, you put Snead on Tyreek, and Tyreek didn't do anything the rest of the game.
Yeah, that play was a cluster from the beginning because not only did he catch the ball unexpectedly, we couldn't tackle him. That was the other part. It was like, there's 4 guys right there. Tackle them. But whatever. We'll give you a freebie, Tariq.
Hey, listen, man.
Hey,
he's going to get
see
burned.
this. Hey,
I
we didn't
noticed
see
that.
this.
Until the end of the game when we said, see ya.
Tyreek's too good to not have one good burn on those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, and they did. They shut him down for that entire game, period. Whether it was McDuffie or whether it was Snead. What a nice little bookend in there. And I think that we have missed that for a lot of years. These corners and safeties that are just outstanding. I love Chris Jones, but Snead comes with a youth package, more versatility, and more than likely a smaller price tag.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably where they're going to go. Now, if they could work out where they could keep both of them, if Snead decides to go for legacy over money, or I mean Jones decides to go for legacy over money, then I would love to have Chris Jones in Kansas City until he retires. But
So keep
think
this
he's
in
looking for a
mind,
payday.
Jeremy. The Chiefs have the youngest defense in the NFL.
Mhm.
So
and Chris Jones is the oldest on that defense.
yeah, so
Yeah, like 29.
yeah. So I want to say the average age, I can't remember what they plopped up there, but it was like 23 point something. I can't remember the exact number, but I'm happy with that. And if we lose Jones and we get 2 quality players, be 1 wide receiver, 1 defensive player, I don't care who they are, it's a wash to me.
Yeah, with the money he's asking for, we can definitely fill up
Yeah.
that wide receiver hole. I don't know because I haven't done a deep dive. What who's up wide receiver wise for contract negotiations or anything like that? Do we
Well,
have another year with MVS?
I don't care. I want him gone.
The
MVS
coach is like,
gone.
he's got to go.
Yeah, and I want
Tony.
Tony
Tony's gotta go.
gone, and
Yep.
also Sky Moore can go.
But there's some free agents that are going to be available.
There's a lot of teams. Yeah, a lot of teams. Have you looked at over the cap for next year, Coach, by chance?
I haven't looked over the cap, but I've been listening to, and there's T. Higgins, Evans, the guy in Indianapolis, Pittman's going to be could be available. I mean, we could get some quality guys. We might have to go to the house or the bank of Mahomes to get to get these guys, but we could get I think we get one quality receiver to go along with Rice and Kelsey, and we're back to where we were. That's my timer. It's time for bed.
You're showing your age a little bit there, Coach.
A little bit.
We're keeping it up late doing the podcast.
Hey, I don't care.
All right, gentlemen. Coach, let's start with you. Rashee Rice, Rookie of the Year?
For the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you pick out of the NFL for Rookie of the Year?
The Stroud from Houston.
Yep. Good call. Chico, you on board with that?
Yeah, I can see that. I got to think of who else.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to think about because you're not sure if you didn't hear everybody saying that Rashee Rice is a rookie or even Stroud is a rookie, you wouldn't have guessed that those 2 guys are rookies because they're playing like they're seasoned veterans, for their first year.
See Rice, what happened with Rice was he didn't get a majority of the catches until halfway through the season.
Yep.
If he would have started out the way, if we would have fed him the ball the entire season, I think he'd be in the running. But just because of that one fact that he was learning and getting his plays randomly, until midseason. But here's 2024, just as a heads up. Some teams are going to be decimated that are playoff teams right now. Steelers, 7 million negative. Over.
Oh, wow.
Browns, 12 million. Cowboys, 16 million. Broncos, 30 million. Dolphins, 42 million. Bills, 44 million. Chargers, 44 million. And the Saints at 85 million over the cap as their roster sits going into next year.
Isn't Cincinnati in that list too? Is way over?
No, they must have done something. They're positive at this point.
Oh.
But the Bills, that's 4 playoff teams or
Right.
5 playoff teams.
Well, I don't know that I really count the Steelers as a playoff team.
They made the playoffs. Come on. But they tried to make a game of it.
They did.
I think the Bengals, the reason they're in the positive is when
they're negative.
Not the Bills. I mean the Bengals. The Bengals.
Oh.
Is when they signed Burrow, they did a thing not similar to Mahomes's, but kind of where he gets a certain percentage and
gotcha.
He's getting incentive bonuses and odds and ends and stuff like that. Basically.
I believe that's why they did it.
Right on.
You gotta look at this, man. The Cowboys, the Browns, Steelers. Did Seahawks make the playoff? I don't think they did.
No,
did they?
No.
Okay. So Bills, Dolphins, Cowboys, Browns, Steelers are all negative. So I don't think the Bills are going to be the same Bills next year. I highly, highly doubt it. Not being negative 40 million. I think this is their last shot. That's who we're playing this week, so might as well talk about them. But interesting stats to know for next year.
And the Bills are just not the same team that they've been in the past. They've been on a roll lately, but I don't think they're the same team. I don't think they have the same drive and the same passion that they did. But I honestly see Kansas City getting past Buffalo this weekend. I really do. Yeah, I really, really do.
I think for some reason, and I don't know why, I always say it every single year, we're going to lose against the Bills in the regular season. Or we're going to beat them in the postseason. And it just happens. We could even have a half-ass game for some reason and still beat them in the playoffs. I don't get it. I'm with you. I believe, this is our Mahomes' first away playoff game.
Right.
But we play better on the road this year than we played at home anyway. So I'll take that.
Patrick Mahomes on the road, 38-11. At home, 34-11.
Yeah.
He's a better, not by much, but he's a better road quarterback than he is at home quarterback.
Yeah, so don't know why, but I got the faith in the Bills this weekend, and I think we're going to do it. Am I scared of the Ravens? I'm going to say one word, no. And the reason is our defense. Not our offense.
It's not going to be the Ravens. It's going to be the Texans.
Yeah, you think hold on, I got to tell you who I picked. Now I got to go back and look if I picked Houston. I don't remember.
Pick Houston in what?
A pool.
Oh, you did that poll, but you didn't do our prediction sheet. Gunner, let's get to the prediction sheet.
Yeah, well, that's because this one actually pays money.
Oh, snap.
That hurt.
I'll have to remember that for later.
But I did take Texans over the Browns.
Gunner, walk us through Chiefs Dolphins while Phil plays with his phone.
Chiefs win at home, 26-7. Patrick Mahomes, 23 of 41 for 262 yards, 1 touchdown. No pressures, no sacks.
Weird.
Yeah. Crazy. Broken helmet. Man.
I've got that
that
on my list of things to talk about.
Broken
Which was a
helmet.
head. It was a helmet to helmet contact, and they didn't
Yep.
call a flag on it.
I think he initiated part of that though too. I don't think.
Oh,
it
did
was,
he?
Yeah.
Because once again, that was when I was at work, and all I heard was he cracked his helmet.
Yeah, he lowered his head.
What?
He lowered his head to go in for that hit, take the hit, and I was like, "What? Don't do that."
I think that helmet was freaking frozen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
And it
absolutely.
really, because I went back and replayed that, and it's right near the vent hole, right here. And I think it was just playing that helmet. It was like, fuck, it's too cold out here. Let me off this
All his
roller
sweat-
coaster.
All his sweat froze to the top of it.
Hey,
And-
I
and-
heard him say that a young Pat would have actually made that touchdown, but the old Pat.
He also said his backup helmet they brought in was
Oh, yeah.
also pretty much frozen.
Yeah.
And that he couldn't get it. He had to take parts out of it because it was so
Yep.
cold. And
Yep. That was crazy because I saw him on the sidelines, and then after the game, like you said, Gunner, they had to makeshift the helmet out of two.
Insane.
yeah, they were trying to replace the face mask and taking padding out and putting padding back in. And
That's crazy.
He said in the post game interview that he said, "We've got to find a better place to put my backup helmet because it was damn cold."
we're right in front of the heater.
Ain't those little things that stick up behind the bench? Ain't those warmer? Ain't those
Yeah.
warmers?
Yeah, they
thought
are,
so.
but I don't know how well they work when it's -6 on.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
Well, I mean,
negative
his backup
30.
helmet too. His backup helmet wasn't going to be a warmer.
I mean, look at Andy Reid's mustache. I mean, that sucker was icicles, literally. I mean, insane.
I saw the meme today that Andy Reid's mustache is the new Frozen 3 movie that's coming out.
I hadn't seen that one yet.
Oh,
Forward
it's
that
pretty
one to
funny.
me,
Yeah.
Jeremy.
It's
Maybe.
hilarious.
Oh,
Frozen
man.
2 was one that had Taylor Swift as what's the main girl? Is that Elsa?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
queen or whatever. Yeah, I had her as that and Kelsey as Olaf, or I don't even know. Yeah, that was Frozen 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. All right, Gunner, sorry we interrupted. Walk us through this.
So let's see. Well, let's go over our predictions here. Yeah, Chief didn't fill out over the.
Did you set the alarm like you told me you were going to do?
I did.
Okay.
I was in the middle of painting and I hit cancel and I kept painting.
Oh man. Anyways,
So yeah, 26-7. We were all relatively close. I mean, Golden Jay wasn't, but between 7 and 26 on differential, Coach took 2 points there. Mahomes total yards, so he had 262. Coach took that with 299. He had 1 touchdown. We all took a point there. Kelsey had 71 yards. I took that one with 68. He had no touchdowns. We all took a point there. Pacheco had 89 and a touchdown. Hilaire had 21. We kind of split those up there. Like I said, 1 touchdown for Hilaire. No touchdowns for, or one touchdown for Pacheco. No touchdowns for Hilaire. Rice had the most yards with 130. He was
By the way, that's the most playoff yards by a rookie in a playoff game for the Chiefs.
Yep, set a record.
Yep, he was 8 for 12 for 130 with a 39 long, which was the longest pass play. So, Golden Jay and I took Rice. What did Hardman have? Hardman had 1 for 3.
I was gonna say 0, but
3 yards. That was after watching him do a pretty decent job playing against
Chargers.
the Chargers. So
Yep.
Yeah, 39 yards. You guys both split that one because you were both 2 off.
Right on.
Interceptions to sacks we had. Did we have an interception? We had
Yep.
one interception.
Yep.
Yep.
We had one INT. I think that was Mike Edwards, right?
Yep. Edwards.
Yes,
Yep.
it was.
So we went 1 and 2 sacks. There was a split on one of those sacks, I think.
Yeah, Karloffis
I had
and
1.5, and then
yeah.
Jones had 0.5.
Yeah.
So none of us took points on that. Will Butker miss? He did not miss. He had 14 points.
he's a
and
machine.
Taylor was there.
And
And
her
who
fancy one of
will
a
we
kind
play?
coat.
Yeah, who will we play? Golden Jay took it. The Bills.
Nice.
I was banking on a Browns win. I was banking on a Pittsburgh win.
Man,
That's
you got
all
to be
that matters.
disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, let me.
That's all that matters right there. Can you even see that?
Absolutely not.
Culver's. Oh.
Oh, we're getting supper.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
seriously, we all tied at 11 points this week.
All tied at 11 points.
nice.
So Houston beat Cleveland 45-14. Green Bay beat Dallas 48-32. Detroit beat LA 24-23. The only close game. Buffalo beat Pittsburgh 31-17, and Tampa Bay beat Philly 32-9.
Nice. So you want to know my picks that I had? Or you don't give a shit?
For your betting app?
Isaiah Pacheco, anytime touchdown score, under 43.5 points. Pacheco over 70 yards. Mahomes over 22 rushing yards. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire 11.5 over rushing yards. One parlay, and they all hit. I was happy. Take that.
Nice.
Golden Jay's like, oh yeah.
So yeah, all 11s.
All
That's
11s.
cool. That's never happened.
Never.
There's been a tie.
How many times did they say it was cold?
I have no idea.
That was one of the questions, wasn't
It
it?
was. I
It
took that
was.
over there.
Oh,
I
It
knew I
was so
wasn't going to
many.
count them.
It was so many. Even like before the game started, every other sentence was the coldest game
Yeah.
since blah blah blah. This is the coldest game in NFL. They kept saying NFL history, then they'd contradict themselves by saying, "Well, there was a colder game."
Yeah.
So I had a question since we're talking about kind of the game aspect. Initially, this was supposed to be streamed exclusively on Peacock, even in the local markets. Evidently, the team, the counties, whatever you want to call it, bitched so much that they did broadcast it locally in each location, which I think was the right choice.
Absolutely.
To shut people out in the local area, just to make money. I understand it's about money. Trust me, I know everything's about money, but to shut your local crowd out is just mean, beyond mean for a playoff game. So kudos to whoever made that decision.
Oh, I agree.
Roger Goodell.
Well, someone had to come up with this, and hey, we're going to lose $8 million per viewing area. You know what I mean? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
But the NFL is losing face on this. I'm going to be honest. I follow all the trade rags, things that are getting published, and people are getting pissed about all this streaming. You got to buy Amazon to watch Thursday night game. You got to buy Peacock to watch a playoff game. You got to get YouTube to watch all the people are starting to get pissed, and they might start dropping NFL viewership if the trend continues, possibly. It's just something that everyone's getting mad about. What's next year's twist, right? To watch something that you would normally watch on CBS, you got to go watch it on, yet another app, Paramount Plus, for all, whatever. It's a bad trend for the NFL, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, the Swifties will help that. It's all good.
I don't know what you guys think about that, but I like my football. I want to be able to watch it. I want everyone to be able to watch it. It's a worldwide sport. And I think they might start ruining it by making you pay to watch using 5 different apps.
I agree.
That's That's my
So-
soapbox.
So I agree with you. I think it was the smartest choice. If what I read right is KC-41 was actually airing the game for the Metropolis area out there. I know there was a Miami station that was carrying the game. But I'm going to say this, and I won't disagree with you. I think that going to these streaming apps is not only selfish on the between the streaming app and the NFL to make money. That's pretty selfish of them to do that. But if I heard correctly, 23 million people tuned into that game and
Yep.
streamed it. It was
Agreed.
30% of the internet traffic during that game.
Yeah.
So all the people that were bitching still paid out for their Peacock.
No, I agree on I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
If that were my only way to watch it, I would have done it. Trust me. I already had a subscription, so I wasn't worried
Right.
about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. That was me too. We had it. We
Yeah.
had it.
So here's some other. So cobble this in. The first Amazon Prime game was also the Chiefs.
Yes, it was.
So we're setting records left and right on, as far as streaming applications, so they said, what they say, you already said it, 30% of the internet traffic.
30% of the internet traffic was watching that game. So 23 million people watched that on Peacock.
That's
the other
insane.
70% Pornhub.
That's what the only thing I could think of today when they were talking about that on the radio was weekend update on Saturday Night Live. Colin Jost sitting there going, in last weekend's game, Kansas City, 23 million people, 30% of the internet traffic was watching that game. And then the thing flashed up and says you porn. The other 70%. That was all I could think of today. I just wanted to call Colin Jost up and be like, I got a good one for you for your next
that's funny.
weekend's update.
I like it. But yeah, I mean, I know it's about money, but yeah, I would have paid it if I had to. Wouldn't have been happy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But, there's other ways to watch it. Like watch it on Channel 31.
There's plenty of other stuff to watch on the cock too.
Oh my gosh. I like it.
It's just a family show.
I'm sorry.
Not really. Not really.
The cock.
Download the cock and watch some NFL football.
Now streaming on the cock. Listen,
my
Taylor
gosh.
Swift and Travis Kelce
on the cock.
The cock's buffering. What do I do?
Welcome back to On the Cock.
Hey, are you streaming the cock?
Honey, I think the cock went down.
Cock down, cock down.
Oh my goodness.
All
right.
Tap it a couple times. It'll be okay.
Tap it a few times.
Just rub it. Just rub it.
Just pound on the top.
Fine.
Oh my gosh.
Reach around underneath and pull the cable.
Oh man.
Did you flick the button?
Hey, this could go on the rest
Did you
of
try
the
turning
show.
it off or on?
Preferably try to turn it on.
Only on the cock.
Just spit on it. Just spit on it.
Hey, the cock can't be down. It's the flagship.
Did you put batteries in it?
Give it a pill.
Oh,
Give it a pill.
oh man.
You're welcome, listeners.
This show just
Disclaimer.
went sideways.
Oh man. Oh yeah, there's a way I should. All right, so let's get into this divisional week. The divisional round. It is Kansas City traveling for the first time in playoff history. In Mahomes history.
Playoff history.
In playoff history. In Mahomes playoff history. It's the first time he's got to go on the road for a playoff game. Besides the Super Bowl. Because let's face it, that Tampa Bay game was pretty much, a road game in Tampa Bay for Tampa Bay. if I remember correctly.
It was a
Yes.
home game for Tampa.
It was a home
Bay.
game. Yeah.
Not an away game.
I'm still thinking about the cock. Hold on. Anyway, who's
I
the
got,
only?
I got
Go
more
ahead.
questions than if you're still dwelling on it.
I got more questions than answers.
Only on the cock.
Hey, this ain't Radio Shack.
That's right. Welcome to Frozen 3 on the cock.
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
what you got? Final score.
28-24.
I like that.
I'm gonna go 24-18.
I'm going 31. 27.
Oh.
24-23. Bucker hits a game winner.
In the game. Last second field goal.
You got it.
Only on the cock.
Yes.
Mahomes total yards. I'm going to go 280.
291.
301.
You stink, Chico.
$1. $1.
He's going to have 1 yard, Bob. 1 yard. 315.
Oh, he's going up top.
That's him.
I'm going to go 2 touchdowns.
2.
1.
Chico's going 3.
I'm gonna go
I just want to scroll this thing up, Gunner.
Scroll it up.
Scroll it up. Travis Kelce is going to have 87 yards.
You figure one day it's gonna hit, right?
He's going to hit. It's like the fucking lottery.
Yeah, 101 the Fox.
What did he have this week? He had
70.
71.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say repeat that. 71
Oh.
again.
I'm going on top again. 110.
Nice. He's feeling gusty. He's going to have 1 touchdown.
That's what I'm
Chico
thinking.
already picked one.
1.
0.
What?
Ooh.
He's going to go 110 yards and no touchdown?
Yep. Rice is getting it.
Pacheco. I'm going to go 110. Alaire's going to have 24.
Let's say 101 and 13. Chico.
On the cock.
I think that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna go.
I'm like
87 on the cock.
210 yards.
what the? Let's see. 99 and 31.
Why did I do all this? Got to delete stuff out when I copied and pasted.
That happens.
Total
Oh.
tutties.
I'm going to go. Pacheco's going to have 2. And Alaire's going to have 0.
1/0.
I agree.
I'll take 1 and 1, Bob.
Little happy trees. Happy trees.
Happy trees.
I think this is a gimme. Who's going to have the most yards?
Yeah.
It's Rice.
So I just need to
It's
fill it out
Rice.
for everybody.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't need-
No, Phil wants Alaire.
Tony. I'm going Rice.
He's taking
Oh, no.
Tony.
I want McKinnon. He's on IR.
Longest pass play.
42. The answer is 42.
51.
37.
39.
Coach?
White.
Coach doesn't know what to do. He's used to filling this out on his own.
I know. He can look at all of our stuff
by
and then have to
by
go on
a
the
desk
spot.
light. That's like, oh, Let's see what we got here.
No,
He's
don't
like,
let him
"Shit,
lie.
I'm on the
Mrs.
spot."
Doubtfire's got LEDs coming out of her boobs. He uses those.
Don't
That's
tell my secrets.
oh, a 1 interception, 3 sacks.
You bastard. One
Oh, is
third.
that where you were going?
Yep.
I'm gonna go 1 and 5.
2 interceptions, 2 sacks.
2 for 2.
Oh shit. Man, he is on a roll. Give me Furious George.
I got to do it, Jones.
Really? Is that how you spell that?
Ooh,
I think so.
he
Oh,
looked
That's a
it
man.
up.
good. That's a solid pick, man. That's a solid pick.
Yeah, Minahu.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
I'm going Jones.
Zones.
Jones in here.
Will Butker miss this game? No. The guy is a machine.
Do you mean is he gonna play?
No, is he gonna miss a field goal?
I'm just kidding.
I don't even think anybody needs to. I'm just gonna answer for us all. This is the
Yes.
one.
Man, this is a tough one, honestly.
Yes, she's gonna
You-
be there. That's my guess.
All right, give me yes also. No,
I can-
why?
I'm saying yes, and she's going to have a sidekick, Jason
Ooh.
Kelsey.
Oh,
good call. Good
with
call.
Donna? Is Donna going to be there also?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. She's
Nice.
not gonna miss the game. She doesn't miss the playoff game unless there's contention.
It's not if, it's when.
What
Oh
the
crap!
What did
where'd
you
it
do?
go? No!
Hey, your plugs are here.
Oh my
You don't
goodness.
want to know what plug those are.
On the cock.
Mhm.
I
When?
mean, ooh, God. Ooh, ooh. Go ahead, guys. You guys pick this one. I gotta think this one over a
All
minute.
right, I'm gonna go with Houston.
Coach, you're taking Texans also, right?
You betcha. So we can host the 6th consecutive Arrowhead Championship.
Just because of that. I like it.
Hey,
Yeah, man,
showers.
this one really is. What did you call me?
Showers. Let's get it going here.
This one's tough, man, because Baltimore's been playing good.
Yeah. Well, just say
But-
Ravens.
But the last
but
time
Shre-
that Baltimore was the number 1 seed, they got beat.
That's true.
Yep.
And
And we ended up
we ended up
That's why I-
hosting, and I
Yep.
ended up going to that game with Phil.
Because Karen broke her foot.
That's right. What I didn't push her down. I swear. Didn't do it. All right, guys. I'm with you. I'll be rooting the Texans on this weekend. So Chico and Sarah can go to their first AFC championship game. And I get to watch Sophia all weekend long.
Oh, I'm gonna
And
take her with
porn.
me.
You can't take her with you.
Sure, I can.
Yeah, you can. Just call my mom up. She'll watch her.
Let's put her in the clear bag. No,
In the clear bag. Nothing
Are
to
you
is
see
that a
here.
baby in that? Nope.
Nope.
That's a fireball. I swear.
That's our good luck doll.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, guys, listen. Once again, I did say one and done. Watching them play that game against Miami got my Chiefs juices flowing once again. Playoffs are where Mahomes shine. I should have known better. I'm looking forward to watching them just kick the shit out of the Bills because I think they can definitely do it. And watching those games yesterday, I was thrilled that we were going to Buffalo because I think we have a really, really good shot of just wiping the floor with them. And I think that we can beat anybody left in this bracket and get to the Super Bowl. Looking over the teams, Houston's going to be a tough one. His Shroud is playing really, really well, and everything's clicking. But he hasn't played an Arrowhead yet,
No, he has not.
and he's not really a cold weather guy either because he's down there in a dome in Houston. So let's bring on those Texans, boys.
Who was that one quarterback that said it's not loud at Arrowhead? I think it
That
was
was
Jackson.
Burrow.
Yeah, and then no, there was it.
Was
no,
it
this
Trevor?
year.
Was it Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, I think it was Lawrence that said, "Oh, it's not loud there."
His hair was
It's
covering
like-
his ears.
He said it's loud. It was louder at his college game or something stupid like that. And yeah, well, he found out it was loud.
It's loud. What a disappointment, Trevor Lawrence this season. Come on.
Yeah,
That final
Whatever.
game going into that was just sad. All right, let's wrap it up, boys. What do you got to say on our way out the door?
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
buy some buffalo burgers and grill them up Sunday.
Not a bad idea.
There you go. There's your homework. Get your
Yeah.
buffalo burgers.
Yeah. I should have been drinking German beer this weekend too, and I didn't do it. Coach,
Yes, sir.
what do you got? What do you got to wrap us up?
I think we're just going to go in and we're going to show them what Kansas City Chiefs football is all about. We're going to, if we play like we did last week, I agree. Nobody's going to stop us. We'll be in Super Bowl 58 in Vegas. I mean, they just look good. I agree with Chico also. That's the best I've seen them play all year.
Yep. Defense wins championships, and our defense is definitely hitting on all cylinders. And of course, we have the great Patrick Mahomes. So anything's possible when it comes to that. And he proved it this last weekend. So, all right. There you go. Coach, thank you so much for joining us this week for Indiana Chiefs fans.
Enjoy it. Always.
Good deal.
On the cock.
On the cock. Your room is looking magnificent. I need to see some more Derek Thomas stuff though, man. I need to really bring it out to the forefront there, man. I know I see that one right there. That's a beautiful one. But did he just not have a birthday? What would have been his birthday not too long ago?
January 1st.
Right on.
I mean, that's something that's hard for me because he's only a month and about 57 days older than I am.
Right
or would have, and it's but yeah, that picture is a student at Northwood High School did that for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool.
But I was, before we got on, I was looking up some other things on Derek Thomas. I need to find his Sacred Ground poster that I used to have, and it's got to go up. So,
by the way, they've had a lot of Derek gear and cards and memorabilia on the bid site on the Chiefs app.
Oh, right on.
And a lot of stuff hasn't gone for what I thought it would. Like they had a graded, I think it was 8 PSA card, and they only went for $100.
That's not bad.
No,
damn.
So just a heads up. And if you look during game time, a lot of auctions are ending during halftime. You can get real good deals on stuff.
May have to. I'll be doing that this weekend. Make a note.
Note. Set an alarm. Don't be painting when your alarm goes off.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it worked for me.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. And we will see you again next week after our big win in Buffalo. I think I can say that confidently. We're going to walk away with the dub. And just as a side note, if the internet rumors are true, here is to Jason Kelsey and a Hall of Fame career. You know, all of us here at the Indiana Chiefs Fan Podcast are big fans of Jason, and for the most part, the Eagles, unless they're playing Kansas City. It is true that he is retiring like all the internet blogs say, then that's awesome, man. You've
Yep.
given us 12 great years and a lot of great things to watch. And there won't be anybody else that can manage to do the tush push as well as you do. So good luck in retirement, and I don't know.
Become a Chiefs fan.
He will be. He's gonna have all the Chiefs guard.
Become the Chiefs line coach.
Oh, even
Oh.
better.
That'd be all right.
Let them start with a certain player number 74, maybe.
Maybe number 74. Learn not
Get
to
out of
lose.
here.
Thank you for coming, and you may now leave.
Yeah. All right, guys, from our little slice of Chiefs Kingdom right here in the great state of Indiana, I just got one question for you. How about those Chiefs? Later.
Thank you for listening to the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Podbean, any of your favorite podcast sites. Be sure to watch us on YouTube. Just search for the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast. Also, check us out on Facebook for any updates on the Chiefs and all of our weekly posts. You can find us at facebook.com/INChiefsFansPod. Finally, go check out our Golden Mojo Entertainment website at goldenmojoent.com. You can find information about your 3 favorite hosts and all the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment family. Those podcasts include The Call Guys, Golden Image Podcast, The United States of Paranormal, The Golden 80s Podcast, The Murdnerds, and A Court of Books and Booze. Thank you for tuning in, and how about those Chiefs?